Ryan, the first thing to say is congratulations on the appointment.
Thank you.
What's the overall sense of feeling? Is it excitement? Is it a pride? A mixture of everything?
Yeah, mixed emotions really. Obviously, first proud to be manager of my nation, and excited, a little bit nervous, but yeah, can't wait to get going.
The fact that you've been made manager of your country, not many people get that opportunity. As you say, it must fill you with a massive sense of pride, and you've got responsibility of 3 million people on your shoulders. No wonder you're maybe feeling a bit nervous.
No, I mean, obviously I was fortunate to play for my country many times and to captain my country as well. So to manage is different. Obviously, you're not playing anymore, but still extremely proud, like I say, and excited to get going, excited to work with this great group of players who obviously over the last few years have had so much success and brought so much pride to the nation. And I just want to carry on the good work that Cookie did over the previous 5 or 6 years.
You've seen both sides of it. You know, when you played with Terry Orth, when you played with Mark Hughes, you've seen very the crowds increasing, the performances, the response of the Welsh public. You've also seen the other side of it when results haven't gone so well. So you know, you're well versed, you're well experienced in both aspects of it, really.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, when the results are going, the Welsh public will turn out. I've seen that, you know, filling the Millennium on many occasions when we were playing well and getting great results. And like I say, over the last few years, that has been the case with this group of players who obviously filled us with so much pride when they qualified for the Euros. So yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to fill stadiums. I want to excite the Welsh fans and make them proud of their national team.
What sort of manager do you think you'll be? I mean, you're seen as very calm, cool, collected person. Will that be reflected in your style of management?
Well, first and foremost, I want to be a winner. You know, I was a winner as a player. I want to be a winner as a manager. And I've been in the player's position. You know, I've played for my country, so I know what's at stake. I know the difficulties that international football brings. But no, my teams will be prepared right, play exciting football and winning football.
In terms of, we go back to when you were a player, over that period, what stands out in your memory? Is there a particular match? What would you say was the high point of your international career with Wales?
I think, you know, I had many high points and many low points. I think that the high point was my full debut, to play in my hometown against Belgium and to score as well against a very good Belgium team. I would say that was my high point. I just touched on being captain as well was a massive achievement for myself as well. But no, my full debut and scoring my debut was amazing.
When you look back on the recent, you're talking about what Chris did with the Welsh team getting to the semi-finals of the Euros. How did it make you feel? Because you missed out. You came so close to the Romania game. We all know the Russia in the playoff. You've achieved so much in your career. That must be the one downside, is that you never made it to play on a scale at European Championships or the World Cup.
Yeah, I mean, the teams that I played in just weren't quite good enough. But no, I was in France, I was in Paris during the Euros, and how I felt was pride and just a fan, really, just enjoying the ride like everyone else in the country, and just watching that group of players excite the Welsh nation, and that's what I intend to do. I intend to carry that feel good factor that we've got at the moment. Even though we didn't qualify for the World Cup, there's still that feel good factor around Welsh football, and I want to take it on to the next level, and you know, I'll do everything I can to achieve that.
Of course, do you think that might drive you on as well as a manager, though not getting there as a player? You've got that opportunity, a second opportunity in a way of being on the European stage in the finals or the World Cup. You've got the next Euros coming up, plus the World Cup in 4 years' time.
Yeah, that's my intentions. You know, get these players back to the Euros, and also the World Cup. You know, we've not been to the World Cup since 1958, so get these players to the World Cup and get these players who perform so well for their clubs on the world stage, because that's where every player wants to be. I didn't make it as a player, but I want to make it as a manager.
Are you excited when you see the squad that's available? Obviously the likes of Bale, Ramsey, the other players, plus the youngsters coming through. Does that excite you, the prospect of working with those players?
Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, it really excites me, the balance that is in the team. The experience that we have got, Chris Gunter, 85 caps, but also the young players coming through, the Ampidus, the Woodburns, players who are the future of Welsh football. So it's a good balance of experienced players and young players who will be pushing them players over the next couple of years.
And I know you've got a good feeling for everything that's going on in Wales now, because you're doing a lot of work, or have been doing a lot of work at grassroots levels, so you know about the passion for football, but you also know about the youngsters, I suppose, coming through. You've seen some talent. Is that something you intend carrying on doing?
Yeah, it is. I mean, you just touched on it. I've done a lot of stuff over the last few years with McDonald's and working on grassroots football around Wales. So I've been to Swansea, I've been to Fishguard, I've been to Wrexham, all over the last couple of years, visiting the different communities and the different clubs who do tremendous work, from under 7s, under 8s, all the way up to under 18s. So yeah, I intend to carry that good work on, because you want to concentrate on the short term, but also the long term as well, and the players for the future, and the players who will be perhaps in the national team in 3 or 4 years' time.
You've obviously got the Nations League draw next week. Your first game, it's quite a challenging trip to China, of all places. Not the easiest maybe in terms of getting there, though you've been doing work in Vietnam recently, but that will be a challenge in itself. But you will have those players together for 10 days in quite a different environment. Yeah,
it's exciting. I mean, like you said, I've been to the Far East many times, both with United pre-season. I've recently been there in my work in Vietnam with a football academy over there. So I know the environment, the football crazy. But yeah, it's a good opportunity to see different parts of the world and manage the logistics, the jet lag, the different training pitches, the different atmosphere. But ultimately to play 2 games and prepare for them 2 games and win. I want to get off to a winning start. So yeah, I can't wait for March to come and work with the players.
Maybe that will be the biggest challenge, waiting for March to come. I bet you get the feeling now you're just itching to get out there on the training pitch working with the players. It's just you've got that 2 months period really to wait.
Yeah, because that's where I'll be most comfortable, on the training pitch, working with the players, working on how we're going to win games. So yeah, you're right. In between that time, I'll get around and see as many players as I can, speak to the players, and just get a feeling of where they're going to be in March. So yeah, 2 months to do all them things, and like you say, the draw in a couple of weeks as well.
Finally, it's the start of a new era. What would your message be for the Welsh fans who are looking forward eagerly to the start of the Nations League, plus of course the qualifiers for the European Championships?
Just to support the team, really, support myself and the team. I'll give everything that I've got, like I've always done. Work as hard as I can. Me and my staff will work as hard as we can, and just like the players, and make the fans proud of the national team, like they were in the Euros. We want to get that feeling back, because, like I said, as a fan in France, it was amazing, and it's a feeling that we want to get again.